Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who had a couple of questions. First of all, this person is wondering if they will give birth to children, and furthermore, they're wondering if they will give birth to children soon. They also have this feeling like if they are to give birth to a child, that maybe someone's going to have to leave their life. So they're wondering like where that's coming from. If maybe is this person their husband? They feel kind of guilty for thinking about this, but they're wondering like, is my husband really my twin flame or soulmate? What's going on there? And I just want you to know, like, you don't have to feel guilty or ashamed. Like, I'm married and I question my relationship all the time. I mean, it's just part of it. And I feel like the more grounded you become in yourself and in your truth and in your knowing, the more grounded you become in your relationship. The more you come to love yourself, the more you're going to see that reflected in your relationship. So I could go on about that, and I'm sure I will in the reading, but this is a really beautiful place you're at right now, asking these questions, and it's safe for you to come forward and ask and to, to wonder sometimes. It's okay. It doesn't mean you're like bad. You don't have to feel guilty or anything about just questioning things in your life, and it's part of our process to question and just check on things and make sure that they're in alignment. So that's what you're doing here, is you're wondering if things are in alignment, and we can definitely look into that. This person also had a question about just like their money situation, because they feel like it's like almost an unfair burden to their husband to have to work so hard. And they're wanting to see if maybe there's like a way they can contribute or just a way to make money on their own. And they're wondering like if like their purpose and like if any of that is tied up in it. So they're kind of wondering everything. So I'm even thinking about pulling you some of your talents and gifts cards as well for this reading. But here's what we're gonna do. I have all my decks here. We're going to go ahead and cover all of this. And so I've just prayed that the messages will come out that will help uplift you and help guide you, and that will provide you clarity, and also that the message you would receive it at the perfect time. Which, by the way, I appreciate you waiting a little bit longer to receive this message. As you guys notice, I'm also behind on my weekly readings. I've been really working hard on everybody's personal readings, and that's my first priority, and then I will post you guys your weekly readings. So stay with me here. And those of you guys who purchased a personal reading from me, I appreciate your patience so much and your support. And I hope that this reading will resonate with you too, and you will be getting yours soon. So how about we get started now that all my disclaimers are kind of by. I'm already starting to feel some really incredible messages coming out for you. So we're going to ask the angel deck about you having children in your future. Aww. Funny that I kind of laugh. I mean, I laugh a lot, but I like giggle and then I pull the laughter card because I was feeling this energy of light, because I can actually feel this child that has chosen you. I feel like there's a child with you, and it was interesting. My psychic told me that I have a child with me as well, and I can feel her, and I know it's a girl, and like I just know I'm gonna give birth to a baby girl. Not now, but in the future. And so I definitely like in that same way I'm feeling like there's a child that's part of you, and like it's really beautiful because you guys are soulmates, and your relationship with this child has gone on for many years. And I do feel like you will have multiple children, but for some reason there's this one child in specific that's standing out that I feel like is coming soon. So I'm just going with it. But yes, I feel like this child is your soulmate, and your soulmate also isn't always romantic, of course. It can be like your friend, or it can be your coworker, or it can be your parent, or something like that. So in your case, definitely it's your child. And so I see this soulmate coming in for you. And, oh, sorry, camera. So they're validating you. They're trying to tell you that yes, there is this child coming for you. And they're telling you have to have patience. So look, we pulled the patience card for you and the trust card. So these messages are very clear. That's why I love this deck. So they're telling you need to spend time visualizing. This all comes down to manifesting. I tell people this when you're wanting to bring a partner into your life or a child, you're trying to manifest something into existence. So how do you manifest? We're going to uncover this on my channel in March, so stay tuned. We're going to do Manifest with me in March. I've just been guided to do that and help guide you guys through that. But first you start with visualizing what it is that you want. I mean, everything starts in your mind and in your thoughts. And so it's important to spend time like really nurturing and incubating this birth in your mind, like thinking loving thoughts about your child and about your baby, and you know, start like recognizing like that you're gonna have this child. And you know, you can even go as far as to meditate and talk to this child. Some people get really into it, like when it comes to conceiving, like they meditate, they'll speak with their child, they'll ask it if it's ready to come. Like if you're ready, if you want to go deep, like if you're really trying to conceive, why not try meditation and try like some more spiritual approaches? So I bet if you YouTube it, you can there's probably a whole world for that on YouTube. And if there's not, I'm sure someone will create it soon. I bet if you type in like meditations for conception or like speak to my unborn child or something like that, it'll come up. But I don't even have to meditate, and sometimes I feel like I can just feel the presence of my child around me. I don't know if that sounds weird, but like anyone else out there, do you just know that you're gonna be a mom? Can you just feel it? And I feel like you're one of those people. And so the angels are here watching over you, and this image here, I feel like it's just like this birth, you know, like it's watching over you. And there's compassion here for you, and I feel like you're right, you are gonna have to let something go in order to have this birth. And I feel like it's forgiveness. It might be forgiveness with your husband, it might be just forgiveness of yourself. Maybe like things aren't in your life the way that you 100% thought they'd be by the time you bring this child into the world, but things aren't always perfect. I feel like maybe it's never the right time kind of thing, and you're waiting for something, but they're saying just go for it. So wow, these messages are so deep. I hope that this is helping you. Let's go ahead and pull from this deck. This is the love deck. I'm interested to see what it has to say about you and the future with children. They're saying love yourself first. Basically, you need to work on your self-respect. And I do see like these children coming in and just needing to work a little bit more on self-love. I see this retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel like you're going to be basically nesting and creating this sacred space for your children. So how beautiful. And also they're saying keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. It's not always, once again, the message just keeps coming out. It's not always like the perfect time to have a child, but you have to keep an open mind as to when this is going to happen. So I'm definitely feeling like this message for you to try for it, like to go for it. I see there's a lot of responsibility that you have. Maybe that's why you're feeling a bit overwhelmed to like open up to this possibility right now. But I do see divine intervention coming. I think they're telling you like to focus on the fact that like, I was just telling a client this earlier today. A lot of times in our mind, we start creating these scenarios of like the worst thing that could happen, you know? What if we spent that time creating scenarios of like the most positive thing that could happen? This is basically just telling you like to look forward to your future, to know divine intervention is coming. There will be miracles, there will be synchronicities, there will be blessings. Yes, there will also be contrast, but look forward to the miracles and learn from the contrast. Turn it into something that serves you. You know, you're the one who's in control over the situation here. So as far as you like having to give up something from your life, I just see like you just have to let go of like your limiting beliefs, like any of the chains and the cords that are holding you back in fear and indecision. That's what you need to let go of. Because I see like this winter that you were going through in your life, like I see the snow thawing and I see you getting your footing and looking ahead to what's next. And I see you're going to be able to create nesting. This is what this is all about, this beautiful nest. And that's literally what this card is about. I could not pick a more perfect card for you in this situation. It's all about the wren getting ready to build a nest. So how beautiful is that? That's totally what you're doing right now. You're building your nest. So, what can support you the most as you build your nest? That's totally what I'm going to name this reading. Aw, they're saying balance. So you need to get your body into balance, your vessel. If you're going to be bringing children into this world, start acting as if this is going to happen. And that's another huge manifestation tip. That's something you do. You visualize what you want, and then you declare it. You set an intention with some kind of ritual. You write it down, you pray, say it out loud, whatever you need to do to solidify it. And then there's a part of you that's got to kind of let go to the universe to see what the universe is going to do. But then there's another part of you that's supposed to take action and follow your inner guidance. And I feel like that's where you're at right now. Like, part of this is like you're getting guidance to balance yourself. And so I see you definitely spending this time preparing for your children and taking good care of your body. And, eating healthy, throwing out the processed food, eating lots of greens and vegetables. Of course, always talking to your doctor when it comes to your diet. But I see you taking a healthy lifestyle and enjoying nature and going on long walks. And I see you like really starting to get connected with your baby. So you can even put your hand on your stomach and just visualize, the baby there, and you can start talking to it even though it's not there, and just start connecting with that energy and start bringing it forth into your life. And they're wanting you to be flexible, and so I don't know, it's starting to make me think about yoga. I have to say, yoga is one of the best things you can do to get ready for a pregnancy. Of course, talk to your doctor. And, when it comes to, because I'm not sure what your body is and what your situation is, yoga might be good for some people, might not be good for others, but generally it's good for most people. It's been around for thousands of years, and I do feel like it's calling you. So I just have to be really careful when it comes to recommending anything with health to people, because I'm not a doctor. I do see you growing a lot. And I feel like they're talking like there will be a growth, because I'm seeing the baby bump. I'm seeing a baby bump, and you will have literal growth. So let's go ahead and move on now to asking about your finances and your purpose and how to draw more money to you. Obviously, we've been talking a lot about manifesting, so that's something I would learn how to do stat. If you want to improve your finances, and it doesn't even matter if you're broke or how much money you have, if you want more, it's okay. And that's the first step with manifesting, is realizing you are worthy. And if you want more, obviously set a pure intention for why you want it. I mean, usually it's just to help, make yourself happy, meet your needs so you can help bless others, meet others' needs. And, usually you're going to be asking for more, and ultimately it's going to help others if you have more. So connect yourself with that philanthropic side of you, connect yourself with that energy of love. And, as long as you have this pure intention and this good intention for it, it's really going to help you create this energy more to manifest this money into your life. So that's what I did when I first started thinking about money. I started thinking okay, why do I want this money? Why is it necessary? What, even if it wasn't necessary, why do I want it? And what am I going to do with it? And how's it going to benefit me? How's it going to benefit the people around me? Even if it's just I want some money, to get my hair done or something. But for me, I'm oh, well, it's going to make me feel better. And when I feel better about myself, I usually, am able to have more positive energy, and I can, share it on Rainbow Harmony and, that kind of stuff. That's going to help you feel a little bit better. It's not like you need an explanation. If you want to spend money on something, spend money on something. If you want more money, you want more money, that's fine. But maybe it'll help you, like, in a way, feel better about it and feel like, yeah, I'm worthy. Like, I need this. Like, I want this. Like, this is for me and for my family. And, like, you mentioned in your email, like, why you wanted it. And I feel like you're at this point where you can declare, like, I'm worthy, you know? And the crazy thing is you don't even need any of that to be worthy of it. You're just worthy of it for the fact that you're here and, like, you're an infinite being and you can manifest whatever you want. So if you want more cash, awesome. Anyone else out there want more cash? Don't be afraid to say it. I want more cash. It's okay. You know, whatever. Detach, you know, you can detach from it at the same time, whatever. If it doesn't want to come, it doesn't want to come, but it comes, you know? Ask and you shall receive. So, ask for what you want, but be detached. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world if you don't get this. You're already in a really beautiful, lovely position right now. You're just wanting to make the improvement. You're wanting to go to the next level. So, you know, admit this to yourself. You're worthy. Start, like, kind of, discovering and peeling back the layers of, like, why you want this. And, I feel like you're going to discover that, like, the intention comes back to love. You know, it comes from a pure space of love. Love for your family, love for yourself. And so, you know, this is a beautiful thing that you're wanting to declare, like, I'm ready to go to this next level in my life. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards now. I see that you're frustrated. I see that you've been kind of on your own and you've been kind of out of the work world for, like, a little bit. Like, you've been kind of pulling back. And you're wanting to get involved again, but this time as you go forward, you want to do something that's going to be creative. You want to do something that's going to serve you. You want to do something passionate, and you want to find a way, like, maybe your husband can do it too, so he can quit his job. And you know what? That's exactly what I did. I started, like, a whole bunch of businesses, and basically my partner was able to quit his job and to come start his own job. And now that's what he's doing. And so it's absolutely incredible. I'm so thankful for that opportunity. And you know, maybe you could create that if that's what you want. Like, why not manifest it? Why not say, like, okay, here's what I want, you know, this is what you want, you know, just declare it. Just be like, all right, what I want is to have this job that's creative and fun, where it, you know, it blows up, and then, like, my husband's able to quit his job and he can join me, and, like, we can do this family business together. And I don't know if that's really what you want. You made it sound like that in your email. I could, you know, but whatever it is that you want, just say it out loud, declare it, write it down, and pray, you know, and ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for signs, and be ready. Be ready, you know, be ready to have your prayers answered. Be ready for contrast, be ready to be tested as well. Be ready for obstacles, like, they will always come. But also be ready for blessings, and be ready for miracles, and be ready for doors to open as well, you know. And I feel like a big part of this message for you is for you to, like, take risks and be open, try new things. That's really what's coming out for you in the cards. So what information do you have for me about this new business? I do see the frustration. I see that, like, there's this fear, like, you're kind of afraid to face your fears, because you're gonna have to let go of, like, certain parts of your identity in order to move forward. You might have been like, yeah, I'm not really the kind of person that does this or that. I'm more like this kind of person. But you might have to break the mold. You might have to try things you never would have thought. I mean, part of starting a business or, like, moving forward with your creativity is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, putting yourself out there, sharing your work with others, creating, collaborating, allowing your visions and ideas to be heard. So I feel like this huge energy around you, and, like, this beautiful change you're going through, where you're wanting, first of all, to open up your life to motherhood, and also, in a way, becoming the mother of this new business or this new phase of your life. Like, this new birth that's coming is, like, very symbolic. Like, it's definitely, like, the dawn of a new era for you in your life. And I see that there's been injustice for you in your path. I feel like you have money, but you feel like you've had to work so hard for it. Like your family's had to work so hard for it. But I feel like this is a message that's coming out that's saying the divine sees you in this situation. You're safe and you're protected. Your home is being watched over. And I do see like you and your husband like unifying and like growing closer and your relationship getting stronger. And we're getting this image again of you nesting. So yeah, you're nesting. I see that these financial troubles will be turned upside down with this new project. I see you're gonna have to be very, very, very patient. I mean, it took my fashion business 10 years to get off the ground. Don't be discouraged at all. That was just my path. But it could take some time for you to get whatever this is off the ground. And I'm seeing that, you know, many, many moon cycles are going to pass before this comes to fruition, but it will. I'm seeing the finished product here, and it's beautiful. So right now they're telling you, they're like, get in the cave. Like, you're supposed to be spending time more in like silence and in solitude, pondering what it is that you want, visualizing, getting ready to manifest and set some big intentions. There's a lot of energy around you, especially with this full moon we have today in Leo. It's a full blue moon eclipse. So it's very interesting. I'm seeing you're supposed to have endurance, and this is a sign of marriage. This is a sign of long-lasting marriage and patience. And what better a card for you and for your husband? So I am seeing positive messages coming out about you and your husband. That's the next thing I'm going to go ahead and draw for. Oh, wow. Did you just see that? Whoa. Okay. Yeah, cards are flipping out, and I was just trying to put these cards back in the deck. Like, that was so creepy. Not creepy, that was amazing. Sometimes I'm like, angels, are you there? And then other times I'm like, yeah, you're there. So, look, they're saying you're insecure about your I mean, look at these cards that came out. You're insecure about your marriage. And, but really, they're saying it's because your husband is just going through a huge transformation right now, as are you. And you guys are both just really in need of rest. And it's so funny. Something that my husband actually reminds me of a lot is I get really overwhelmed and tired, and he's like, and I'll tell him I want to quit something, and he's like, do you really want to give up on that? Or are you just tired and you just need to rest? And so I feel that for you. Like, maybe you don't really want to give up on your relationship. Maybe it's just that you and your husband need to go on like a little retreat together and kind of reconnect. Maybe you need to make space for each other. Maybe you guys just need time to just rest, relax, be together, let go of the expectations on each other, and just stop trying to plan stuff and control stuff all the time and like scheme, and just like be present and be in the moment. Stop trying to solve all the world's problems. Sometimes in relationships, especially with families, you just feel like you're putting fires out all the time. But you just need to let go of that and try to get in the moment and connect. So, man, have I learned a lot in my marriage so far. Oh my gosh, but I still have a lot to learn, don't we all? I do see like you and your husband like forgiving and learning, and like this new period of getting to know each other coming in, like you guys being able to get to know each other all over again. I do see this soulmate connection you have with your husband. Any more cards for you? Oh, look, I pulled the children card for you. Yay! Oh my god, yes, yes, yes. And I pulled the honeymoon card too. So, oh my god, yay. I'm so happy to see these cards. So, wow, this is such a beautiful message. You know, what you seek is seeking you, and you know what's helped me get more confident in manifesting and just knowing that, like, the intentions I'm putting out there are going somewhere is, you know, watching these beautiful messages come out for you guys every single day. It's just incredible, and hearing people come back to me and tell me, like, oh my gosh, he finally asked me out, or you know what, you were right, that guy, you were right, I should leave him behind, I feel much better now. Or when people tell me that, like, they married the person I did the reading for. Or, like, you know, if you come back and tell me that you have your child, I'm going to be so happy. So I'm wishing you and your husband so much love and light. I feel like a beautiful connection here. Like, you guys just need space to reconnect. And that's how it was for me and my husband. Like, we both worked these jobs in the system, and I was just shocked at how, like, much time it took away from each other. And I was like, this is no way to live. I just want to be with my love, you know? And so we found a way to, you know, work from home and to be able to spend more time together, and to, you know, still be able to pay the bills and then some. And you can do it too. You know, don't give up, especially with the internet these days and the, you know, all these connections we have and social media, you know, the ability to be able to connect with people and, you know, develop a product or a service and connect with customers and make an impact with your products and services as well. I'm really inspired by people who have ethical and sustainable products and services and practices. So if you're looking for an industry to look into, definitely check into that. So, and don't be afraid to make like a mood board. This is a mood board that I made for my fashion business. And eventually this mood board helped me start Rainbow Harmony. Look, this is how I found the name for Rainbow Harmony. Rainbow Harmony. I was like, oh my god, Rainbow Harmony. And then I realized later that it was like the name of like My Little Pony. And I was like, oh my god, I was totally obsessed with My Little Pony when I was little. Who knows, maybe like my subconscious was just like, yeah. I don't know, something about it. I just was told to call it that. So you never know, maybe you just haven't received your vision yet. Maybe you guys will go on your honeymoon and you guys will conceive a child, and then you'll get like a big vision of like some business you want to start, and you'll start moving forward. So inspiration can strike you at a moment's notice and can take you on a whole other path. So always be open to inspiration, and definitely plan a vacation. You guys need it. So I hope that this message helps uplift you. I'm sending you so much love and light with this reading. Peace out.